The Role Center empowers you to work smarter. It gives you the best overview of how your business is doing and relevant access to the most important documents, tasks, and data related to your job. You can view business data graphically. Your Role Center may contain one or more charts that display information relevant to your work. You choose the data you want displayed and how to display it. Find the pages you need quickly. Use the Search Pages field at the upper right corner of the address bar. Start typing and a drop-down list appears. This list shows the page names containing the characters you type. The important functions you need are displayed on the ribbon at the top of every window in the system, just like other Microsoft products. It's easy to sort lists. Click on the column name and choose Ascending or Descending. You can also filter a list. Click on the column you want to filter and enter the filter. Clear a filter in the same intuitive way. Need to focus? Use the Focus on Content feature. It hides the ribbon, fact boxes, and navigation panel, and only displays the information that's important for you. Notice the Help button. Click here and you'll find information and guidance on how to use the system effectively. Looking for related information about an order or a customer? Fact boxes help you find that information quickly so you can make informed business decisions fast. For example, this customer list shows two fact boxes, the Sell To Customer Sales History fact box and the Customer Statistics fact box. If you want to review a customer's outstanding balance, go to the Customer Statistics fact box. Click on the amount and see all the details. Now you can export any page in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2013 R2 to Microsoft Office Excel. And it's simple to create an item list in Excel. Open an item list in Microsoft Dynamics NAV and click on Open in Excel in the ribbon. Use Skype to call customers and other contacts with the Call To option in Microsoft Dynamics NAV. From the Role Center, go to My Customers, click on the phone number, and call the customer using Skype. Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2013 R2 delivers many standard reports and several ways to print them. You can send these reports to PDF, Word, and Excel. Let's say you want to create a PDF document showing your top 10 customers. Open the report, click on Send To, and select PDF. Your top 10 customers are now displayed in a PDF document. The Microsoft Dynamics NAV web client provides new keyboard shortcuts to help you save time and ensure data accuracy. Perhaps you want to analyze this week's sales. Go to the Customer Top 10 list and in the Date Filter field, enter M for Monday and F for Friday. Calculations are easier too. Quantities and amounts are entered in special number fields that have a built-in mathematical function for accurate calculations. If you want to calculate 16 times 97, simply enter the formula in the quantity field.
In this video, I will demonstrate how to work with item attributes in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2017. At the end of this video, you will have an idea of how to assign characteristics such as color, material, year, and so on to items in NAV 2017. And we will get there by going through these steps. First, I will set up item attributes. Then I will assign item attributes to items and item categories. And finally, I will filter my items by item attributes. Customers may ask information or search on an integrated web shop according to specific item characteristics such as height, model year, color, material, and so on. By assigning item attribute values of different types to your items, you enable users and customers to search for items using these attributes. By translating item attribute values, they can also be used by your international customers. To set up item attributes, I will use the search function. Here you can see the ones already set up in the system. To create a new item attribute, I will click on New and enter the name. In this example, I will use Season. Next, in the Type field, I will select Option, and now by clicking on Item Attribute Values in the ribbon, I can enter the different seasons. For example, Spring, Summer, Autumn, and Winter. To also allow my French customers to use this item attribute, I can very easily enter translations. I can both translate the item attribute and of course also the item attribute values. Once the item attributes are set up, I can assign them to items and item categories. To assign item attributes to items, I first select the item and then choose the attributes action in the ribbon. In this example, I will first of all assign material description, then I would like to assign model year, and finally season. This is the item attribute created in the previous step, and here I can use one of the predefined options. The item attributes fact box display the item attributes assigned to an item. You can also assign item attributes to item categories. I will use the search function to go to item categories and I will create a new one. I will create the item category bicycles, which is a parent category. I will assign two attributes. The first one, height. The second one, material description. Next, I will create a second new item category, and to this one, I will assign the bicycles as parent category. You will see now that the attributes are inherited, and to this new item category, I will add a third attribute. If you now assign an item category with item attributes to an item, you will see that the item attributes of that item category are automatically inherited by the item. From an item list, you can very easily filter your items by item attributes. From the item list, I will click on Filter by Attributes in the ribbon, and I will choose my first attribute, for example, material description, and I would like to see all cotton items. If I now click on OK, you will see now that my item list is filtered based on this attribute. I can add a second attribute, for example, color, and in this case I would like to see all blue items. So if I enter blue and if I click on OK, I can see now my cotton blue items. In this video, I will demonstrate some of the great new job features in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2017. At the end, you will have a good understanding on how these new job features can simplify the everyday use of NAV for everyone working with jobs, like for example project managers. We will get there by going through these steps. First of all, we will have a look at the Project Manager Role Center. Then I will demonstrate how to use the new job wizard. We will also post the job from the Role Center, and finally we will close the job and calculate the work in progress. The Project Manager Role Center displays important job information. There are job-related charts that show relevant job information. There are jobs assigned to me in the My Jobs list, and we have new queues as a starting point for important job-related tasks. And finally, we also have simplified actions in the ribbon. The charts in the Project Manager Role Center display important job data such as the job profitability, the job actual cost to budget cost, and the job actual price to budget price. By clicking on one of the bars, the system will bring me to the job card. The charts in my Role Center are displayed based on the project manager assigned to the job. And this means that the project manager only sees charts of his or her jobs. For example, if I remove my name in the Project Manager field for the Guildford job, and if I now close the job card, and if I go back to my Role Center, you will see that only the Deerfield job is displayed and that the Guildford job is not displayed anymore. The My Jobs list displays the jobs assigned to me. I can see important information such as the job number, the job status, but also the bill to customer. By clicking on the job number field, I have very quick access to the job card. The My Jobs drop-down menu allows me to customize the list by, for example, deleting lines or creating new ones. Notice the new queues in the Start section. I can use them to create new jobs, job journals, and job sales invoices. In one of the following topics of this video, I will demonstrate how to use these new queues. The ribbon in the Project Manager Role Center has been simplified for better and more efficient use. There is a Job Reports menu with the most important job reports. I can very easily access timesheets, and there is also a new Job Closing menu. By clicking on the Job Closing in the ribbon, I can quickly access the Job Web Cockpit or run the job calculate WIP or job post WIP to GL reports. From the Project Manager Role Center, I can now quickly create a new job from an existing one. I can see cost and billing information in a new fact box on the job list or job card. And as a project manager, I can also send my customers a job quote report using a Word template. To create a new job, I can use the new job queue in the ribbon. First of all, I need to specify if I want to create a new job from an existing job. Then I can click on Next, enter the description. I can enter or select the bill to customer number, for example, customer 10,000, the Canon Group. And now if I click on Next, I can select the job to copy from, for example, the Deerfield job. You can also enter the job task number from and job task number to copy from, but if you leave these fields blank, the system will copy all the tasks of the Deerfield job. Now I will click on OK, and as you can see, the job was successfully copied. By clicking on Finish, NAV will show the new job card. On the jobs list and on the job card, there is a new fact box called Job Details. The fact box displays important information, for example on budget cost, actual cost, and so on. If I click the job number field to go to a job card, for example the Deerfield job, you can see the same job details fact box on the job card. If I want to know, for example, the budgeted items on a job, I can click on the figure, and the system now displays all the job planning lines of the type item. After creating a new job, it's possible you want to send your customer a quote for the job. In the Report tab on the ribbon, you will see the Preview Job Quote report. If I run the report, I can preview the quote for the selected job. I need to click on Send To, select for example Microsoft Word, and then click on OK. Word will open, and here you can preview the quote. You can save the document and send it to the customer, or you can also run the Send Job Quote report. From the Project Manager Role Center, I can very easily access the job journal or prepare a job sales invoice. To access the job journal, I just need to click the job journal queue in my Role Center. I can then enter lines such as the usage of resource hours and post a job journal. To invoice a job, I can use the Create Job Sales Invoice queue. Next, I can specify if I want to invoice a specific job or all jobs. In this example, I will invoice the job in which I've set up new offices. You can also select whether you want to invoice specific tasks or based on a planning date filter. In this example, I will leave these fields blank. If I then click on OK, you will see that the invoice is created. Let's have a look at the invoice. I will click on Sales Invoices, and here the first one, invoice 1006, is the invoice created by Microsoft Dynamics NAV, where you can see that my job services are indeed suggested in the sales invoice. Next, I can click on Post in the ribbon to post the invoice. Finally, let's close the job using the new closing process for WIP calculations. Suppose that my Deerfield job is finished. I can click to go to the job card. Then in the ribbon I will click on Edit, and if I scroll down, I can change the status field from open to completed. If I do this, I will get a warning that the ending date is now set to the 2nd of February 2018, so my work date. I can click on OK. And next, NAV asks me if I want to run the job calculate WIP function. I will click on Yes, because my job is finished. The WIP was successfully calculated, and next it will ask me whether to post to the accounts. Here you can see the job WIP entries. I will close them, and next I can run the job post WIP to GL function. The WIP was successfully posted to the general ledger, as you can see here, and now if I click on OK, the job is finished and everything has been posted and processed. In this video, I will demonstrate how you can quickly access your financial data in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2017, and at the end of this video you will have a good understanding on how you can run financial reports from the Business Manager Role Center. And we will get there by going through these steps. First of all, we will view the balance sheet. Then we will also have a look at the income statement. We will run the cash flows statement, and finally we will view the retained earnings statement. Financial reports in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2017 make financial management of your business easier. By providing easy access to commonly used financial statements, users can better understand the current state of their business. To view the balance sheet, including current assets, liabilities and equity information, I can do the following. From the Business Manager Role Center, I can click Financial Statements in the ribbon, and next I will select Balance Sheet. Notice that these reports are based on account schedules in NAV, and this means that depending on the way the account schedule is set up, I can use certain filters. In this example, I can use Global Dimension filters, Cost Center filter, Cost Object filter, and so on. To view the report, I will enter an ending date, for example the 31st of December 2017, and if I then click on Send To, I can select that I want to view the report in Microsoft Word. Once Microsoft Word is opened, this is the end result. A second important financial report that I can run from the Business Manager Role Center is the income statement, including information on revenues and expenses. Again, in the Business Manager Role Center, I can click on Financial Statements in the ribbon. In this case, I will select Income Statements. Also here, you can add additional filters, such as the Global Dimension filters. For the income statement, I need an ending date, but also a starting date. For example, the 1st of December 2017. If I now click on Send To, let me select the Microsoft Excel document option this time to open the report in Microsoft Excel. Here you can see the result in Microsoft Excel. If I want to monitor the cash flow of my company, I can use the cash flows statements. To open the cash flow statements, I can click on Financial Statements in the ribbon and select Statement of Cash Flows. Again, I need to enter a starting date and an ending date, and if I now click on Send To, I can click on OK and Open. This is what the cash flow statement report looks like. Finally, there is also the statement in retained earnings that I can use to quickly view the change in retained earnings. To run this report, again, I will click on Financial Statements and now select Statement of Retained Earnings. This report also needs a starting date and ending date, for example, the 1st of January 2017 and the 31st of December 2017. And next, I can click on Send To Microsoft Excel, OK, and open the document. And this is what the statement of retained earnings looks like. In this video, I will demonstrate how to use the PayPal payments standard in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2017. At the end of this video, you will have an idea of how to issue invoices with the embedded reference to PayPal. And we will get there by going through these steps. First of all, I will set up the PayPal payments standard, and then I will issue an invoice with the PayPal reference. Let's start with setting up the PayPal payment standard. I will use the search function to search for payment services. Next, I will create a new payment service. Most of the fields are populated with default values. After entering my PayPal account, I will specify that I always want to include the PayPal payment link on documents. Finally, I will enable the payment service. In case you have more than one PayPal account, for example for different currencies, you can create multiple payment services. With the PayPal payment service setup, I can now include an embedded reference to PayPal on my invoices. To demonstrate this, I will create a new sales invoice. I will sell to customer 10,000, and on the line I will specify item 6 pieces. On the Invoicing Files tab, you can see the PayPal payment standard appearing. If I now post and send the invoice, the payment link will be available on different places. First of all, you can see the payment link appearing here on the Send Email page. And if you like to edit your email in Outlook before sending it to your customer, you can also see the PayPal link appearing in your Outlook message. Finally, you can also see the link appearing on a printed invoice. For example, if I print to PDF, the PayPal link also shows up on the PDF invoice. By clicking on it, your customer can very efficiently pay the invoice using PayPal.